Money gang, money gang, money gang. Welcome back to another D Money video, man. And in today's video, y'all already know what we got going on, man. We gonna be reacting, and we ain't gonna waste no time, man. So today we gonna be reacting to the worst internet trends still happening today. Like, hey, y'all already know, man. We ain't even gonna do too much talking. We gonna get right into reacting, man. Let's do it.
Some internet and social media trends are stupid, some are dangerous, and some are both. These are what we're gonna dive into. These are the worst internet trends still happening today. The goal, guys, is 2.5 million
bro, we trying
by the end of 2026.
We trying
it is
to
crazy
2.5 million
in the world if you subscribe, and I promise to do my very best to put out the best videos I possibly can.
Come on,
I'm Visual Venture, and you are awesome.
Make sure you got some food, some good eats. You feel me? Let's do it.
This trend is awful because it doesn't affect those doing it. Instead, it causes problems for random people who just happen to be nearby. The trend has different names depending on who you ask. Some call it swarming or steaming. Others call it teen takeovers, but the idea is the same.
Social media calls for mobs of young people to show up at shopping malls with the goal of causing total chaos.
People use TikTok and Snapchat to gather hundreds of teens in the same place at the same time. It could be a store, a fast food spot, or even a parking lot, and they all show up for one reason: to cause trouble.
Is it advertised as
taking
a
all the McDoubles,
chaos?
What the fuck?
For the most part, yes, that's what it appears to be. It's bring your drama.
During these swarms, people become rowdy and the property is damaged. But this trend isn't new. It traces back to a crime from years ago. In the early 2010s, flash mob robberies started happening. Groups would rush into stores, grab what they could, and run. Because there were so many people, the staff was overwhelmed. It was impossible to stop or identify any of the culprits. There are reports of flash mob robberies happening as far back as 2011. At the time, people used text messages and early social media to plan raids. But today, technology just makes it much easier. Now, a single post can reach thousands of people in minutes. A location is shared, a time is set, and a crowd shows up.
Organized on social media, a wave of spur-of-the-moment meetups has been creating chaos in American cities and has even spread overseas.
Shop owners
I be seeing them on the news, I ain't gonna lie.
They could only watch as their items were stolen. Sometimes stores shut down early to stay safe.
But many restaurants had already locked down their doors and sheltered in place inside.
Swarming spread to multiple countries, including London, Australia, and
Damn,
Canada.
they doing that shit in London?
It stopped being just a trend. It became a public safety issue. As the incidents increased, police began to take them seriously. The goal was to stop swarming before it started, so officers monitored TikTok and Snapchat for planned swarms.
When police found out that there was a takeover planned here, they started adding more resources like this.
In some cases, police arrived too late. Crowds already formed and stores were overwhelmed. In those situations, officers arrested people who refused to leave. And even after the crowd cleared, police reviewed CCTV and body cam.
Why the fuck would you refuse to leave? Like, you just you asking to get arrested at that point. Like, come on, gang.
They used it to identify and arrest those involved. Sometimes they released the footage so the public could help. Some parents who discovered their children took part even turned their kids into the police. But in the end, business owners were the ones affected the most. Swarming made it harder to run their stores. Stores that could afford it added more security. Others closed early when they saw crowds forming outside. It became one of their biggest headaches.
And the problem is they don't recognize the financial and economic damage they're doing to that community.
Unfortunately, there's no clear way to shut down this trend, especially because there's no clear leader. It's just a group of troublemakers acting at the same time. Swarming is still happening as of today. And as long as social media makes it this easy to organize, we don't know when it will end. Our next chapter is about creators who found a way to go viral by filming people at their lowest point.
Hey, what the
poverty tourism gone wrong.
Fuck is he
this trend is straightforward. Creators and influencers film people in tough environments and post it online. Sometimes it looks like kindness or spreading awareness, but for some creators, their real goal is to make the video go viral. And the worse the situation looks, the better the video performs. In late 2025, YouTuber Pete Z posted a video titled "I Survived India's Deadliest Slum." Pete traveled to India and spent 3 days in one of the largest slums in the world. The video went viral for all the wrong reasons. First, first, people were offended by how Pete described the area. He emphasized police corruption, violence, and robberies. They also accused him of turning the misery of people into entertainment. Reporters called it poverty tourism. It became a global story. Despite the backlash, the video stayed up. It was offensive, but not illegal. But this next creator named Keith
Damn, that
Castillo
short-ass
took
story.
things much further. In 2025, Keith was struggling to get views on his video, so he came up with a new idea. He would film himself giving gifts to random homeless people. I mean, that sounds like a good thing, but the gifts weren't actually gifts. Instead of food or warm clothes, he gave them inappropriate and harmful items. Castillo titled his video, "Keeping the Homeless in the Streets." Viewers felt the idea was unsettling. It implied that encouraging harmful habits would only make their situation worse. Many people hated it.
That looked like a horrible clickbait antic that he was engaging in.
But Keith
this
brushed
might be
off
the
the
dude
backlash. He said he
that was
spoke to
giving the
police
fucking-
and was
the
told
blunts out to
it
the
wasn't
homeless
illegal.
people.
When they asked him why he did it, Keith said he was following trends that he saw other creators doing. It was all for views.
He also didn't seem too concerned with handing out alcohol to potential substance abusers, saying, "Honestly, I don't care, bro. It's good for the clicks and views, you know?"
But as the backlash continued, he claimed the video was just a skit. He also said he took the harmful items back after filming. Since then, Keith has not repeated this kind of content, but the trend unfortunately lives on. Keith's video looked like an act of generosity, but it was the exact opposite, calling something one thing when it's clearly another. And most cell phone companies have been doing the same thing to us for years. They show you one price and your bill is more than you expect. But
he trying to get my man. Oh, nah, nigga, they ain't paying me. Fuck out of here.
this next chapter is about a health hack that fooled millions of people.
Millions, nigga!
The garlic trend. This trend promised to solve a problem millions face, but the solution did more harm than good. It was called the garlic in nose trend, and it started gaining attention in 2021. A woman with a blocked nose decided to try a health hack. She filmed herself putting a clove of garlic into her nose. Then she left it there for about 10 minutes. When she pulled it out, her mucus came out and the garlic looked like it cleared her nose. Blocked noses affect many people, and this looked like an easy fix. Thousands of people started trying it. It even made it on the news. And almost every time they did this, the same thing happened. They pulled the garlic out and mucus followed. It quickly became a TikTok trend. More than 94.9 million clips were shared on TikTok with the hashtag garlic-in-nose. Many TikTok trends are reckless, but this one seemed safe and helpful. Garlic is natural after all. Some TikTokers even caption their videos, "This is not dangerous. The garlic just cleans your sinuses out." But that wasn't true. This hack was actually risky. People just didn't realize it. And behind the scenes, problems were already happening.
Bro, hey, you know it get real when you scrolling on TikTok, you hit that. And a doctor come on your shit and he get to explaining some shit. you know it's some real shit, boy. I ain't gonna lie.
User said she massively regretted trying this trend. She pulled the garlic out after just 1 minute because her nose started burning. But even after removing it, the irritation lasted for a while. Another person had it worse. The garlic got stuck inside her nose and she ended up in the hospital. Doctors had to suction it out. But people still didn't think the trend was a problem. After all, it looked like it was clearing mucus. That's when doctors stepped in. And they shut the idea down. They said the mucus coming out wasn't a good thing. It was a sign that something was wrong. Doctors explained that the mucus was a sign of irritation. Garlic contains harsh compounds that can irritate the inside of the nose. The body wants to expel the garlic and its chemicals, so it creates an overflow of mucus to flush out that irritant.
They ain't even think to ChatGPT that shit first. That's their problem.
And garlic can actually burn the mucous membranes of the nose.
Doctors warned it could lead to infections. Even with all these cases and warnings, the trend is still around. Doctors are still warning people to stop. It seems to come back every flu season because it looks like an easy fix. But in this case, this cure can leave you even worse. Up next is a trend that made homeowners fear for their safety. The door challenge.
The door challenge?
The door kick challenge.
Yeah, alright. Door kick my shit. Nigga, try me.
In 2021 as a prank. College students kicked dorm room doors to scare their friends. But by the end of the year, it got worse and spread to neighborhoods. Teenagers would kick the doors of random houses and run away. The people inside didn't understand what was happening.
Either a car had hit my house or somebody was trying to break in, which seems pretty stupid since my truck was right here in the driveway.
Most homeowners thought someone was trying to break in.
Hey, don't do it to me. Don't do it to the nigga down the street. Don't do it to nobody, nigga. Protect your life while you got it, fo.
But when they came outside, no one was there. Only a damaged door. Police quickly identified it as the latest TikTok
Motherfuckers did
trend.
used to be ding dong ditching though. Back when we was kids, I can't lie.
They go, they kick the garage, they run away, and turns out they actually damaged the garage.
The media picked up the story.
Teens actually recording themselves kicking people's doors, and authorities are worried they could be putting themselves in some real danger.
Homeowners were getting angrier. Some made it clear they were ready to defend their homes.
He didn't think about,
oh, shit, he coming out.
There's definitely reactions to actions, and he didn't think about what could have happened. You know, it could have just that quickly gone that bad.
At that point, it was only a matter of time before something unfortunate happened. In December 2025, a teenager in Florida picked a house for the challenge. The door swung open instantly. The good news was that the homeowner wasn't inside, but her dogs were. One of them was a Yorkshire Terrier named Spooky. With the door open, Spooky ran into the street. By the time the owner got home, the door was broken, and her dog was gone. She searched everywhere, but by the time she found her dog, Spooky didn't make it.
Look, this is not a joke, but you guys can't just go around kicking people's doors and not being held responsible for it.
The community was outraged by this. Police launched an investigation. A few weeks later, they arrested the person who kicked the door open.
Damn near responsible.
He was charged with felony, burglary, and criminal mischief. But even after the incident, the trend didn't fully end. New incidents are still being reported. This next trend told people to do something most of us were warned not to do as children. Sun exposure. The TikTok trend claimed you could improve your health in a strange way. The trend was called sun eating.
Sun gazing is an ancient Egyptian practice that will drastically improve your life on
I do this shit every day.
levels,
Walk
mentally,
outside, hit
physically,
that.
and spiritually.
People were told to expose their eyes to sunlight for 5 to 10 seconds every day, but only during the first or last 15 minutes of sunlight. Influencers claimed that time was the safe window.
Not only is it safe, but it will improve your eyesight, improve your endocrine health, improve your sleep cycle.
By late 2023, the trend was already popular online. TikTokers shared videos trying it for themselves, and they couldn't stop talking about the endless benefits of this ancient practice.
It gives you natural energy, which is what they don't want you to know. That's why they tell you not to do these things.
Some even claim it could help with weight loss. Thanks to these claims, this trend had over 70 million views on TikTok. People treated it like a miracle cure. There was one big problem. There was no scientific proof behind any of it. Doctors were the first to sound the warning. The main problem was obvious. Direct sunlight is too strong for the eyes, especially the retina. Retina plays a vital role in helping us see. And unlike many parts of the body, it does not heal on its own. Doctors published articles and made videos to correct the misinformation, but the influencers doubled down.
You've been told sunlight damages your skin, but
you're fucking dumb it, bro. Come on, gang. The doctors told your ass, bro. Once a doctor tell me some shit, I don't need to hear nothing else. Bro, nigga, what? What? All I need, nigga, is the doctor and ChatGPT. Fuck that. And my mama, nigga. That's it. Other than that, nigga, fuck out of here.
Sunrise and sunset light actually restructure your cells to operate at a higher frequency.
That kind of messaging kept the trend alive. Dozens of people, including grown adults, continued doing it. The outcome was exactly what doctors warned about. Someone learned the hard way. In 2024, a college student visited an eye clinic. She noticed a blind spot in her left eye. Doctors asked what happened, and her explanation left them speechless. She said she tried the TikTok trend. She was in the sun for less than a minute, but that was too much. Scans showed her retina was affected. Sadly, it was permanent. Her case was later documented in a medical journal. Even stories like this didn't stop the trend on TikTok. More videos kept coming.
If she didn't notice it in her vision.
The same promises. In 2025, scientists looked into the trend. They wanted to see if it was as amazing as people claimed. But after all the research, they found no reliable evidence supporting the benefits. But the trend is still around. Every few months, new videos pop up promising the same exact...
Hey... No, this nigga, he on the whole For You page. Hey, he happy as hell to be sun gazing.
Exaggerated benefits. And whenever it returns, new people are exposed to the same.
All 64.
Our next chapter is about a community of people who became so obsessed with their appearance they ignored every warning that came with it.
Come on.
Looks maxing gone too far. This trend started because young men wanted to improve their looks. At first, there was nothing directly obvious that was wrong with it, but some people pushed it too far.
When I heard about it, I was like, this is the craziest thing ever. The Tide Pods.
The trend is called looks maxing, but it was taken too far. Looks maxing is a set of methods men use to make themselves look more attractive. Young men formed Reddit groups to discuss skincare, fitness, and fashion. Sometimes members would post photos of themselves. Then other members would point out their physical flaws and suggest ways to fix them. And for a while, that's all it was. But for some, basic improvements weren't enough.
Look, you wanna know what's ugly about yourself, nigga? Put your shit on r/roast me. They gon' fry your shit, I promise. Hey, real niggas know. r/roast me. That's probably the only Reddit I really was tapped into in r/roast me. Some gaming shit and some Chiracology, nigga. Bro, r/roast me. You wanna know if your ass ugly? Boom, they gonna flame your ass. They gonna throw your ass in the grease. Your ass ain't gonna never want to see the internet again. I promise. Look. You think I'm lying?
They became obsessed with their facial structure. They wanted sharper jawlines and defined cheekbones, so they went looking for extreme solutions. And that's where things took a turn. Some members of the looks maxing community came across a theory called Wolff's Law. Wolff's Law says that bones can slowly adapt when pressure is applied over time. But these guys misunderstood the concept. Without going into any detail, they thought applying force to their face could give them sharper jawlines and cheekbones. Some went ahead and tried it. Starting in 2022, those videos began appearing on TikTok. They claimed it improved their facial features. The videos pulled in millions of views. More people copied what they saw, and just like that, the trend took off. By 2023, those videos were viewed over 260 million times on TikTok. Some even made tutorials teaching others how to do it. Others posted before and after photos to prove it worked. But even though they made the trend look appealing, the reality was much darker. Doctors quickly raised concerns about the trend. Doctors explained that bones don't automatically heal into better shape. They can heal the wrong way or not heal at all.
You have no idea how your bones are going to rejoin themselves. We have no idea what the long-term implications are.
They also pointed out something else. The face isn't just made of bone. It has nerves, muscles, and blood vessels. Applying serious force in the wrong place can cause issues. It's surprising that anyone thought this would work. Media reports describe the trend as nonsense and insane. TikTok banned it. But the trend didn't fully disappear. Looks maxing influencers are still getting millions of views, and some are still promoting questionable methods. Our next chapter is about people who thought they found a smarter way to work out, but doctors called it one of the most reckless trends they've seen. Dry scooping.
Dry scooping, what the fuck is this?
Around 2020, TikTokers came up with a new way to drink pre-workout powder. Instead of mixing it with water, they swallowed it dry. Then they went straight into working out.
If you don't know what pre-workout is, it kind of gets
you pumped up,
and I don't like to drink it.
They had a reason for doing it this way. They claimed that eating it dry would reach the bloodstream faster. That would lead to more energy and better performance in the gym. The idea sounded convincing to people scrolling online, but there was no scientific proof that it was better or safer. Despite that, dry scooping became popular.
It's workout time and everyone's been taking a pre-workout on my For You page.
Many people didn't experience any side effects, but for some, it landed them in the hospital. In April 2021, a 20-year-old woman tried the trend on camera. She took a full scoop of pre-workout powder and went to the gym. But during her workout, she felt a weird sensation.
Hold on, chat. The camera died, folks. Hold on, chat. Hey, don't worry, chat. Look, we back. Camera died, we back. It's cool. No worry. Hold on.
At 21, a 20-year-old woman tried the trend on camera. Felt a weird full scoop of pre-workout powder and went to the gym. But during her workout, she felt a weird sensation.
My symptoms were heavy chest and chest pains, but I ignored it and I continued doing my workout.
It continued throughout the day. She was rushed to the hospital and doctors confirmed it was her heart. They told her she was lucky. It was only a partial blockage.
Yeah, she was probably overworking that motherfucker.
Severe blockage could have far worse consequences. Her story got a lot of attention online and even on TV.
So this woman ended up in the hospital after taking the dry scoop challenge.
But after that alarming case, the trend did not slow down. Dry scooping became so popular that researchers looked into it. They realized realized people didn't understand what they were doing.
Dr. Shanyon says the trend is a bad idea for a number of reasons.
Pre-workout powders contain high levels of caffeine, and dry scooping changes how that caffeine enters the body. Instead of being diluted, it hits all at once.
You're taking upwards of 3.5 times the normal amount of caffeine that you would get in a cup of coffee.
That sudden surge can trigger serious reactions.
So they're getting a large portion of caffeine in one setting. When you do that, it increases the blood pressure substantially.
Eventually, TikTok banned the trend. Dry scooping videos were removed from the platform. But once again, that didn't end the trend. People still promote it on YouTube and Instagram, and there is little sign that the trend is going away. These trends prove that common sense sometimes isn't so common after all.
I think I've seen one of the videos
on the internet. But at least I know you guys are smarter than that.
You feel me? I know y'all smarter than that. You feel me? Money Gang, that's gonna wrap up today's video. I want to thank y'all boys for watching, and make sure y'all tune in to the previous video, so y'all tuning into all of them. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if y'all ain't had nothing good to eat for this video, make sure y'all ass prepare for the next one at least, man. Like, come on, bro. Come on, man, thank you for watching, man. We out there, bitch.